Courtroom just a few minutes ago, nearly a half-hour late for his scheduled arraignment. He emerged from a black SUV wearing sunglasses and a suit. He was surrounded by security as he walked slowly into the courthouse, even waving to his fans and shaking a few hands. The 45-year-old singer is expected to plead, as he did, not guilty to 7 felony charges of child molestation involving a child under the age of 14. Members of Jackson's famous family are also in the court today. In addition to his sister Janet, his brother Jermaine, and their parents, Joe and Catherine Jackson, are there. Now, fans from Los Angeles and beyond boarded buses early this morning to travel to Santa Maria to show their support for Jackson. Also on the court docket today, media attorneys will lobby to have warrants, affidavits, and tape recordings connected to the case unsealed. And there's been a new addition to Jackson's legal defense team. Joining Mark Geragos at the table now is New York defense lawyer Benjamin Brafman. Brafman is best known for defending Sean P. Diddy Combs in a bribery and weapons case that was 3 years ago.
So where does the case go from here? Attorney Lindley Jones is here to talk about that. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Benjamin Brafman was able to get P. Diddy off of that weapons charge, so he has some success with a celebrity client. But tell me what you think that says about the case that Mark Geragos has and the help that he needs with Michael Jackson now.
Well, let me begin by saying that Benjamin Brafman is widely reputed to be just an excellent, outstanding trial lawyer. So he's a very good choice for an addition to the team. The question is, why did the team require an addition, really? And how does that reflect on Mark Geragos, perhaps his relationship with Michael Jackson, or perhaps the concerns about Michael Jackson's people about the fact that Mark Geragos is also scheduled to try the Scott Peterson case. And you would like to think, if you're Michael Jackson, under these circumstances, that you've got the full attention of your lawyer. Sure. It's going to be interesting, too, that both of them have been designated as co-lead counsel. So it's not clear that there's one captain of the ship. And when you're dealing with trial lawyers, when you're dealing with split-second decisions, it can be important to have one captain of the ship.
Yeah, we want to mention again that this is going on right now. They're in the courtroom right now. Jackson was late for his own arraignment today. Is the court likely to look too kindly on that, or could
we don't know what went on
of court?
Right. We don't know what went on behind the scenes. We don't know if phone calls were made and there were perhaps reasonable, understandable excuses, especially in light of the fact that Michael Jackson had some special impediments to getting to the courthouse that the average defendant doesn't have. However, I was not impressed at all with the fact that he was shaking hands and proceeding slowly to the courthouse. Right. You're running late to a felony arraignment, you better pick up the pace.
These are serious charges.
That's right.
And as a matter of fact, I've just heard from our producer that the judge did scold Michael Jackson for being late, called it an insult to the court. So kind of playing into exactly what we were talking about here. The idea, though, is that it is Michael Jackson. It's a person who is known around the world. And when you are his attorney, jury selection, I would think, would be everything. What is going to go on now during the voir dire part of this trial when you're asking those questions of the potential jurors?
You're going to be looking for their reactions and their feedback in response to Michael Jackson. Typically, you'd be looking for people who might have something in common with your client, but you're just not going to find a jury of Michael Jackson's peers. And so you've really got to just look for the reactions of people and try to get a good read on them. They would be wise to hire a jury consultant. They've probably already done so. Someone who can help gauge how the jurors are reacting and help get those people that are reacting badly off the jury.
All right. Well, Lindley Jones, thanks for stopping in today. We appreciate your
insight. Thanks for having me.
You bet.